Good day, this is Timmo Warner, continuing my trek across the state of San Andreas. This is episode 3 and take 2. I started and completed this episode once already, and upon doing so discovered I recorded absolutely no commentary, just the game video and audio. So this is take 2. In the previous timeline, I decided to go left, so this time I shall proceed right. I may put up the video and maybe commentate over it to show you what might have been on this journey, but alas, that will never come to be now. And in the previous video, it was a beautiful sunny day. Now it is miserable and raining. Perfect. So I'm not going to try to recreate my commentary from last time. I will just go with the flow and see what happens. I am still not in a very beautiful part of the state or the city, but I was mentioning before, this game at night, just about any place looks good. The lighting effects are excellent. The lighting on the buildings, a lot of neon. The lights from the cars reflecting off the streets when they're wet, or creating a haze in the rain. Just everything looks really nice. So this game often looks its best at night. This is some truly miserable weather. I'm missing the other timeline already. I do not remember crossing. I must have been on that bridge over there. I don't remember crossing this stream on my other take. But I have asked viewers to leave me questions or things to talk about in comments on previous episodes, which they have done. So, let's see here. Oh, before I take any more steps, I'm just going to do my south marker again. Sorry, my north marker. I, in the future, will try to remember to do this before the video starts. This makes twice today I've forgotten to do it, so the chances of that happening do not bode well. I'm going to continue on the right hand side here, just because I went left before and I don't want to start retracing my steps. It'll make me miss the previous take even more. So, comment which was left by Zeke Eden, or Eden, or I can't remember how he pronounces his name, either Zeke Eden or Zeke Eden, who is Iron Man mode on Twitter and on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description here so you can go check out his comedy videos. They're quite good, and he has quite a few of them. So I highly encourage you go visit his channel. 1,000 pop bottles, $5. 1,000 cans, $10. 1,000 bottles, $8. I would go for the bottles. Or sorry, yeah, for the plastic bottles. You get the lightness of plastic, but you get a much better price than you do for those 2 liters there. And I don't know if those are realistic prices or not. But as I was saying, Zeke has asked me in the previous video to give my thoughts on cultural appropriation, which I shall do now. I actually did this on my other take, so I'll try and hit all the same points I did then. But basically, cultural appropriation is what civilization is all about and what it has been about since it began. As an example, let's say a pop singer is wearing a certain style hairdo at a concert video, and it later comes to light that is of religious significance to some people, that style of hairdo. Well, I would say in the case of this pop singer, it was chosen solely for its aesthetics, for her or his video presentation, doesn't have any religious significance to him or her, most likely doesn't to the viewers, and at the end of the day, it is the way you are arranging your hair on your head. I am saying at the same time, when you do something like that, you need to take into account if what you're doing is in good taste. If you're doing it in a place where it is likely you're going to cause offense to somebody, and you can reasonably expect that to happen, well, it's probably not a good idea to do so, and you're probably being a jerk by doing it. As an example for that, I would say there are a lot of Halloween costumes available, which, when you look at them, think, is this in good taste? And I'm certainly not saying you have no right to wear them. Of course you can wear them. You can do whatever you want. However, if you do, you can expect people to look at you and think, that's not in good taste. And this person probably does not have great taste or doesn't think through their actions very well. So while you can take anything you want from another culture, you have to look at it in context and expect if there's going to be any problem with that. On a bigger picture of it, all of civilization is based on cultural appropriation. The many words and customs that we have, or I have as a North American, have been taken from French, English, German cultures, all mashed together. A lot of French, English, or French, German, and other language words have now become English words in themselves. That is cultural appropriation. That is the way culture and the world works. You cannot expect cultures not to share with each other. You can't expect that not to be a good thing. Just basically, you've got to look at things in context, see if there is any ill intent with what someone is doing, if there's any consequence to what they are doing, and base your reaction on that. There's no sense in calling someone out on being a horrible person when what they did was innocent and nobody was hurt by it. You can certainly express your thoughts, but when you actively try to make things harder for that person, well, you may be stepping out of line. And again, there's exceptions to that. Take it in context. Is this person being a big jerk, and is he purposely trying to tick people off by being insensitive? Or is he just, I hate the word trolling, but that's a good it's a good word in this case, and it gets across its meaning very well. Is he just trolling for the fun of it? If that's the case, just ignore him and let him wallow in his filth. If someone's actually doing it purposely for confrontation, well, there may be repercussions to that. If someone's doing it innocently and you know they probably don't want to cause any ill will, let them know and let them make their own decision about it. Don't hound them about it. I feel this went better in my last take because in the middle of it there was somebody, an NPC, which said something highly insulting about walking just as I went by him. So I tracked him down and punched him in the back of the head. And it was a perfect example for what I was saying about consequences and your audience, and if you should expect consequences from certain people. I will probably put that video up just so people can see it, and just so I don't feel I wasted that time in making it, because I was very happy with the way it went. And it was not a miserable day. It was a nice sunny day. There was lots of pedestrians, lots of talking, and I wasn't absolutely soaked to the bone. That said, this isn't a bad part of town. Oh, that is, I believe, the CIA. I forget what they're called in this game already. The FBI is the FIB, and the CIA is something else. I believe that is their headquarters there. On my other journey, I ended the video on the Chinese-looking pagoda that you can do a stunt jump off of, which I always fail. The other thing I talked about in my previous take was I absolutely love how in Grand Theft Auto 5, post-op, that's a joke, get it? I absolutely love in Grand Theft Auto 5 how the city seems very much like a living thing. It does not seem like it's in place solely for your benefit. If you find an NPC and follow them around, they actually will go about business. They'll do a variety of activities and will go all over town. They don't just walk in a straight line with no purpose. Ultimately, they're not living a real life if you follow them long enough, but it's enough for an illusion for the amount of time that you see them. I'm just waiting for the light to change, but sometimes that can take what in-game time must be over an hour for the light to change. That's it, I'm going. I just want to see those fountains over there before I run out of time in the next 3 minutes. I'm really off going north here, so I'll just end this video at the fountains. Oh, this is the... Shut up. This is the... Oh, I was in the wrong there, actually. This is the Maze Bank building. I should have recognized it. There is their logo and their fancy fountains. So, this is what I was talking about when I was hoping to go past some of the nicer places in the city. It's not so nice in the pouring rain. And basically, I really enjoy the sense of a living city you get from Grand Theft Auto 5. I like their day-to-night cycles. I like the amount of dialogue from NPCs. I like all the little side stories there are when you're playing in single-player mode. I like the little... you can just find some places with things set up in such a way that they tell a story in themselves, and you can determine how they got like that just by observing. So, actually, I'll head into first person here. Oh, I still can't see the top. But I do believe this is the Maze Bank building. There's a helicopter on top. Helicopter landing pad on top. Also, let me know, do you like third person walking better like this? Or a little bit further out like this? I hate the one which is even further out. I hate this view, but I'd be more than happy to continue either like this or a little further away. Let me know what you think. Let's try to get back on track, heading north here. And for all the talk about NPCs I was doing, there haven't been a lot up here. Maybe, oh, the rain might be clearing up, I think. Maybe due to the part of the city I'm at, or because of the rain, but I haven't been encountering too many people. I also like the shadow effects in Grand Theft Auto 5. They move much more smoothly than previous games where they would suddenly jump across the ground. In this one you can follow the shadows across the ground much more smoothly. Oh man, I'm way off here. Okay, I'm just going to reach the road there, and that will call it quits for this episode. Again, if you enjoy the series, please leave a like. I highly encourage you to leave comments and questions below, and I will do my best to answer them in a future episode. In the meantime, this is Timmo Warner, trekking across Los Santos and then the state of San Andreas, and I wish you a good day.